Alright, so we're back here on Mothoslams for episode 2 of the adventures of Mothoslams. And I'm kind of dragging ass a bit today, so bear in mind, I am still kind of waking up. It is July 5th. Yesterday was kind of a wild ride, so today we're gonna try and take it slow just a little bit and recuperate. I'm only going to be on for maybe like 2 or 3 hours. Girlfriend's coming home from her trip, so I'm going to spend some time with her, but I figure we can knock out some leveling in the meantime and get Mothoslams moving along towards the level 50 mark. And then we can start working on getting geared and getting ourselves over to like Kunark unlocked stuff, because we'll need to. Ideally, we could kill the dragons, which I don't think Vox and Nagy were too rough on me when I played on my other character, but I also did have some time gear on my other character. So this is a soul itself found, so we're gonna play classic gear. We'll do probably some planar gear farming and try to see what is going to push us over that line of the ability to not get our asses handed to us, more or less. So that might include some AA grinding. If I remember correctly, I think it does unlock at 50, but we'll see. So, yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and open this monster real quick and take a nice swig. And then I think I have an instance running still on this character. Let me check. I do not, but I do have an instance that I can unlock. So, I'm going to check the current live, or I don't call it live, but you know what I mean, the current instance, like the open world instance, because I do want to try and get Ghoul Assassin for his dagger. Let me just open this real quick. To get his dagger and potentially get his mask. That way we have some fun utility, and then that dagger has a really powerful damage overtime proc on it, which would be ideal for our rogue setup here. And that's going to add some nice damage boosting to our character as we continue to try and get him to where he needs to be. So let me go ahead and chug this real quick. All right. Just things here. That was me putting my water bottle on a table and trying not to fall out of my chair at the same time. All right. So one thing I did notice when I was editing the last video, and I'm just gonna do this so I can keep talking here, is that the game audio did overwrite some of the vocal audio that was coming over the mic. And so I want to try and keep it dialed in. So one thing I did do is, for this recording particularly, I have the tracks now separate, so now I should be able to, at least for the video, I should be able to re-edit the audio so that I can dip it down if my game audio hops up too much over my regular audio. So we'll keep an eye out for that, but hopefully it shouldn't do that. Also, just real quick, so I know that I am going to be ad-free. We want to make sure we're ad-free. I do not like showing ads to my viewers, so give me 1 minute, or rather 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and snooze that quick ad, and then we're going to do our 3-minute ad, and that 3-minute ad is going to buy us about 6 hours worth of ad-free content. So, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing so that you can watch that. And if you're watching this in the video later on, it doesn't matter either way. Also, oh, Squid's here. Squid's here. Hold up. hold up. Hold up. I gotta link this real quick. Hold up. I have a thing going on. There we go. Do that. Do that. Squid is here. Let's do the cheese virus for him. Yeah. Good old cheese virus. I didn't even notice you in chat for a second there, Squid. I'm sorry. Alright, I will drink water and you are Ichiban. So, there you go. Alright, let's get back into the groove of the gameplay here. Yeah, I can tell that's probably not gonna hot my mic too much, as long as I keep, like, speaking distinctly. Alright, they're fighting that way. We're gonna fight this way. Green Ghost, hey, how's it going? It's going good. It's going good. Just started up, and we're gonna be at it for a couple hours here, just kind of slowly rolling into my day from July 4th shenanigans. Trying to make my head feel better. I kind of woke up with a little bit of a headache, but we're gonna do okay with that. That's gonna be fine. Oh yeah, I was leveling up that tentacle whip because it has a life tap on it, so that'll be useful. Probably combined with our dot dagger that we're gonna try and get. Didn't even drink anything. I didn't drink anything either. I just, I had a headache. It was hot. It was hot yesterday. I think that's mainly what it was. Just absolutely hot. Heat got to me way too much. Get through these spiders here. So I was trying out a different class, just off stream, off entirely, just like enjoying it for myself. I started it's a Paladin Shadow Knight Ranger. It's all three hybrid melee classes, other than the Beast Lord. And honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of broken. They have so much, like, mixed utility and spell weaving. Their spell casting for those spells are, like, they're really quick, and so you can get them off quicker. So it's kind of like a spell weaving, like, spell dancer type of, like, class. It's kind of cool, actually. Like, I definitely was enjoying when I was playing. It was definitely a break from the solo self-found stuff, and just enjoying the character for the sake of the character. Just getting gear that I wanted, and trying to empty out some of the bank of my main, into another character. So yeah, it was pretty fun messing around with him. But yeah, I got him up to like level 26, just on the off, side game kind of thing. Might play him a little bit later off stream. My girlfriend's here. If we're gonna, I know we're probably gonna be sitting around on the couch, when she gets home. So like, just grab my laptop and play him on the laptop or something. see, we're level 31. So we could probably stick down here for a while. Like lower Guck, you can ideally do lower Guck to level 50. I could also around level 40-ish make my way to potentially make my way to the hole. The hole though is a little hard hitting compared to lower Guck, so we'll see how we do. I think the one thing that is going to make this character hard to play sometimes is my mana upkeep. If I'm burning through all my mana so quickly, yeah, just that mana upkeep's going to be kind of wild. Never got to play EverQuest. I do remember it from the old Tech TV show portal. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean it's still around, yeah. It's 25 years old, going on 26 years old, something like that. Yeah, it's pretty much the MMO. Like it was like other than like Ultima Online, like it was pretty much like the MMO that's kind of started the other MMOs. So that looted corpses go away. Let's see. Okay, so I hear people burning down some frog locks. I feel like if I try to go in that deep, it's gonna be bad. Yeah, some of these they're blue to me, but then some of them are not. So I kind of want to pace myself. Looks like they cleared out the skeletons. I'm probably gonna dance around these halls for like just a little bit. Probably to like mid-30s. Let's see. Yeah, we got some frog locks here. As long as I get the casts off, I actually can do significant amounts of damage. You know? The matter of getting them off, you know? And, you know, not running out of mana. I think it's, yeah, I'm definitely lacking on the mana side. I think I'm definitely going to need to get gear. Yeah. Gear is definitely suffering right now. There's level 32. Thin layer of... Kind of want this more. It's lower damage, but I have a chance of casting Frost. I think that actually is going to be a lot better. You're playing Nut. Musicious. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with that dagger. It's less damage, but it has a chance of proccing, and if that proc goes off, it'll technically do more damage based off spell crits and spell damage. So we're gonna go with that. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, it's proccing for an extra bit of damage. That's another one, yeah. 18 damage right there. Slow as hell, though. 38 delay. Yeah. Out for the money, at least. Actually, I'm thinking if I do this, because I don't really need hand-to-hand right now. If I do that, should be okay. Yeah, let's put that on. This way, I can get procs and then still have faster attacks. So I think the faster attacks would probably do better at this point. Just gotta get the damage out at this point. There we go. Okay, yeah. Survived it. Not bad. A little worried there. The killing spree definitely saved our life there. Sword with the proc on it. I figure we run this loop a couple of times. I would like to get this tentacle whip upgraded to legendary. That way we can mix up a life tap with the other procs. Oh, I'm starting to get the call of the hair too. I didn't even realize those are starting to show up. Must have like logged in right as they started giving out the buffs. Because there are you get a couple of buffs for being on the server essentially. Ooh, 3 yellows. This will be fun. Nice. We're at 33 now. Probably attempt to push in. Probably. See. These guys, yeah, they're like whites and yellows right now. There's a couple of wizards over there. They're proccing off their swords. That's what they're doing. I was wondering how these knights are casting frost spells. Means that one's got a legendary. They would have to have a legendary. That was a lag spike. Yep, right. Legendary. Alright, we got 3 wizards. The 3 wizards are squishy, but they also can cast quite a bit of spells. So we'll risk it for the biscuit and see if we can do it. Ow, that smarts. Yeah. Yeah, I see that. I am getting melted. Yeah, down I go. Down I go. There I go. Yeah, so wizards, ideally, don't fight them in a group like that, unless you can tank the damage. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, I got a couple of spells I can actually learn. I think shock is the better one. It's 465 to 600 versus... Yeah. This one's cheaper. Oh, this is a built-in stun into it too. Okay, so I can stun with that. What's this doing? Yeah, okay. And that's not also a stun. Rockin'. Alright, cool. Luckily, Lower Guck is really easy to get to, considering I already have the teleport for it. So running back is nothing. Those are actually really cool looking scythes. That's kind of cool looking. Not gonna lie. Alright. Alright, cool thing is we can just kind of hop back to it. Alright, we're starting to see light blues out here, which is fine. Ah, levity. Okay. Okay, so how much? They're taking 5 damage from the levity, right? Let's see how much damage they take from this one. Damage. Okay. If it's the same damage, then it's not really worth it. I'd rather just have the levitation. Yeah, they're still taking 5 damage. Alright. Yeah, the levitation one is actually the better one. In this instance, anyway. Halfway to 34 now. We'll clear out these halls again. I'll probably just try to avoid the wizards as best I can. Or at least large gathering of wizards, rather. 3 wizards is pretty intense for damage output, since I don't have a whole lot of resist right now. This is my main? No, this is my solo self found main. I have a main technically. It isn't solo self found though. It's just one that I kind of screwed around on. But this is like my main solo self found character. I just started him earlier this week. You just started last week, loving the server? Yeah, it's a really cool server. I love all the modifications they did to the game in the server. It makes the gameplay a lot more interesting and gives you a lot of experimentation too. Like it kind of fulfills. It fills in that gap. Like I remember when playing just like a single necromancer on a TLP, right? There's a lot of room for experimentation with a single player, like on TLPs for like the first 3 or 4 expansions before it starts getting like narrow in the build style. But on these servers, like you could do all kinds of stuff and still manage to like come up with your own specific build and your own like itemization and stuff like that, and like see what like truly can make things like go nuts, you know? And you can kind of like play your own way, and I kind of like that. I like that modification. It really brings, you know, that sense of I am my own character and I'm not just like another number, you know, kind of thing. That you inevitably end up in the, you know, in the live servers, is that okay, I'm just another number. I'm finely tuned to this specific role, and there's no way for me to like branch out of that. In this server, you can kind of be more or less whatever you want to be, and it still works. Like you still get like a lot of cool like things out of it. Like one of the other characters, you made a war cleric beast. Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah. My main is a warrior bard necromancer, so it's more or less a a shadow knight with better spells and has magic like aura stuff, which is basically what, you know, what it is. And then my other one that I made, not the one I'm playing, but the other one I made is it's a paladin shadow knight ranger, so it's all 3 hybrid melees, minus the beast lord. And it's cool because like it plays in kind of like a way where you're basically like spell weaving a lot, like in between like attacks, like you're just weaving in like these like nukes and like little like, you know, like life taps and whatnot, and it's really fun. Like, and it actually has quite a bit of sustainability. Like it's actually a lot tankier than the character I'm currently playing. This is a monk rogue wizard, which more or less is a glass cannon of damage, and I wanted to see how much I could tip it over the edge when it comes to like damage output, like single target damage output. One thing I think would be really, really cool with this server is I know that excuse me. I know on this server is that they gauged it to where players can kind of like solo and stuff. But it would be kind of nice that like to have some of the stuff that's like towards late game. Like I know a lot of players like they grew up and they do like Zeb, right? Or what's his name in Plan of Time? They do Zeb, but I think it would be really cool is that if they made hard mode like versions of the server, or not server, hard mode versions of like raids that like required you to like actually still have like guilds and stuff, and you know, just to have fun with, you know, seeing what people are bringing to the table, you know. Yeah, and like, just like things that like, promote a little bit of duoing and stuff. And it's like not something that's like, needed to do anything. Maybe it's just for like the achievement of doing that with a guild or something like that. But it's not necessary to like be like the best on the server or anything. It just like adds like little challenges. Like the hard Zeb run, like it's kind of like a challenge run more or less. It's just like, you can lay claim to say, hey, I've done this. Like maybe just grant like a title, or something in the game. That way it's like, it's more cosmetic and more for fun, and less about like being the best on the server kind of thing. I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, just some mild group content. I mean, you can group on this game no matter. Like, I've done some grouping in Planes of Power, and it's fun. It's like me and like another person or two people like running through Planes of Power stuff together. That's always fun. But like, yeah, just like a little something that still brings out the group aspect of things, for fun. All right, so these three wizards are the guys that killed me earlier. So, did I just hit 34? Yes, I did. I did just hit 34. Do I want to try? Can I? What happens if I nuke him from here? Will he tag the other wizards? No, he will not. Awesome. I'm gonna try and ignore these three wizards and just push into Ghoul Assassin camp. I want to get the Serrated Dirk, and I want to get my Dark Elf Mask. I'm starting to notice that some of these mobs are starting to get a lot tankier pretty quickly. Like, only up into level 30, like, 4, and a yellow at level 34 is, like, significantly tankier. So, I need to start working on my damage output a little bit. I'll probably have to go buy some new spells. I am probably a couple of levels of spells behind now. There's the knights. Okay. Just got home, 10-year anniversary, so you stopped by another time. All right, cool. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I'll be on occasion. I took it a little slow this weekend because of the holiday, but yeah, I'm typically on like at least once or twice a week. Just kind of screwing around. I'm definitely gonna be working on these solo self-found episodes a bit and trying to getting the episodes done. Um, I have the first episode out on YouTube now. If you ever want to go watch it, there is a little bit of audio issues with it, but hopefully I get that fixed in this one. But yeah, thanks again for stopping by, and I hope to see you again. Three up. Cool supplier. Ooh, I could probably get the bag from him. What's up, Supernova? I'm doing all right. How are you? How was your 4th of July? Ooh, that tentacle whip is almost done leveling. Yeah, get them rabbits. Get them rabbits. I'm okay. Sat here, played Jedi Fallen Order, and then watched the first two Jurassic Park movies. That sounds like a good day. Yeah, awesome. I haven't watched the original Jurassic Park and Lost World in like a couple of years, but I distinctly remember the Lost World from my childhood. It was like one of my favorite movies growing up. I've never played Jedi Fallen Order. How is that? Hey, we got a weight reduction bag. Let's go. Aside from Godzilla, Jurassic Park is your favorite movie franchise. I have a thinking that you like reptiles. You like reptiles and reptilian things. Just a hunch. Fallen Order is great so far. Lots of exploration. Get turned around pretty easily. Yeah. Especially when worlds are like really like open and it can be kind of hard to figure out where you're going. Yeah. EverQuest is like that for a while for me. It took me a while to finally get my sense of direction in EverQuest, and it's pretty much like I'll still open up maps and be like, am I in the right location that I think I'm in? But after a while, you get kind of like the visual navigation. Like you'll remember like one spot particularly, and be able to navigate to it. Especially if it's like something that's easily recognizable. I learned navigation during my time in the military, and one of the key things for navigation is basically establishing a point of visual reference, you know, and you can basically, if you can establish a visual point of reference and move to a new location and still be able to establish where you are in conjunction with to where that point of reference is, that's essentially how navigation works, like even with using like maps and stuff. So do love you some reptiles. You have a bearded dragon. Got her as a hatchling. She's almost 8 years old now. She's old later. Aww. I like bearded dragons. They're cool. That's cool that you got it as a hatchling too. That's adorable. Baby lizards. I love playing as lizards. I'm a lizard in this game. I always like to play as an XR just because XR in this game have higher armor class and they get a natural health regeneration. And they're a little misunderstood, but that's probably because they're an Imperial race on this game. So everybody hates them. But that just makes it even more fun. Maps in Fallen Order are hollow maps, so they can be more difficult to read sometimes. Yeah. That makes sense. So I'm gonna camp this spot here. So there's a guy who spawns right here. I don't know if he's up yet. He doesn't seem to be up. It's the Ghoul Assassin. He drops both the mask and the dagger that I want, and I am just at the right level that I can pretty much solo him and attempt to get the drops that I want. So we're gonna do that. Try to spend some time here doing that. I'm waiting for my girlfriend to get home. She went on a camping trip with her family yesterday. Spend time with her grandma. And I was home watching the dogs. Get to spend the day with the dogs. Well, I spent the day with a friend. He came over, so unfortunately the dogs had to be crated. But they were hanging out behind me. I guess they're hanging out downstairs now. But I'm making sure that they have all the freedom that they can today, because I feel kind of bad that I had them crated yesterday. But yeah, she's on her way back, and I full-fledgedly anticipate ordering of a pizza and to sit around on the couch when she gets home. So I'm getting my streaming done a little early today. Kiddo's flight comes in about an hour, so you have to go pick them up. Oh, okay, cool. Are they coming to visit for the holiday? Is that what they're doing? They were on vacation in Maine with parents. It was their graduation gift. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I have grandparents in Maine. Or my grandmother and her family brood is in Maine. Live in a little place called South Paris, if I'm not mistaken. And it's I remember the name of the place. I think it's Portland. Yeah, it's outside of Portland. If I remember correctly. Yeah, Portland, Maine. Oh, it's more outside Lewiston. So it's north and then like north towards Lewiston and then northwest of Lewiston. Out there. It's a little more of the Maine wilderness area, but it's beautiful, beautiful place, very beautiful place. You had a nice big garden with a big old tree and everything. I spent my summers up there as a kid. Kiddo's gonna be home for a week or two, and then they'll be heading to Ohio to stay with their other grandparents for a while. Oh, okay, cool. They were in the Farmington area. There's a cabin on a lake that they stay at every summer for 2 weeks. That's cool. Yeah, I used to yeah, when I went up for the summers when I was growing up, we also had a cabin by the lake, but I think my grandparents they recently sold it within the last like decade. So yeah, I remember some cabin by the lakes out there. Always good times. And in fact, I'm pretty sure I spent a couple of Fourth of July's out there. Yeah. Stepdad used to live in the Lewiston area. That's cool. Nice. Ugh. You ever sleep so good and then forget to like crack all the bones in your body after you wake up? That happens to me, and then my like fingers get so stiff. You've napped so hard that you forget what year it is. Good times, good times. All right. This guy's taking a little bit long to actually pop. So I'm gonna run out here. Just see if I can like snag a mob or two. Maybe one of them popped up here. Yep, there we go. Keep that EXP flowing in. Try to kill some time in between the pops, I guess. Been streaming Stardew Valley with Ronan recently. Might be doing that tonight, depending on what the kiddo wants to do. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've always wanted to sit down and do like some long play with Stardew Valley. I just it's kind of hard for me to get into on occasion. I definitely think that's like a longevity game. Like, you know, you put in like an hour or two here or there, and yeah. I used to be really into Harvest Moon like way back in the day, like during like my middle school, high school days. Like I would sit up and play through like a season of like Harvest Moon every night, and I love that game so much. It was so much fun back in the day. I've tried picking it back up recently, and just like I don't know, there's it's just like doesn't have the same appeal as it did back then. I think I was just into it because I was into anime a lot more back then, and it just felt like I was like living out my like anime life. I don't know. Yeah, I always liked Harvest Moon. So Stardew definitely had that same vibe, you know. Also, welcome back, Green Ghost. Had to eat some lunch. I actually had some lunch recently. Recently, as if I did it like recently, like just the other day I had lunch. No, I mean, yeah, like I had some leftover Chinese food. I went out to East Moon Asian Bistro yesterday because all the pho spots were closed, and so I had to settle for Chinese food instead. I wanted some pho though, I really did. But I got some General Tso's chicken. It was pretty good. Completely lose track of the time playing Stardew. I used to sit and play 6 to 7 hours at a time. Next thing I knew, the sun was coming up. Oh, yeah. You know, I haven't had a nice, long gaming overnight binge in a while. And I think I need to just, like, convince my girlfriend to do that at some point. I'll be like, hey, babe, I love you, and I know that you like to sleep, but I kind of want to stay up for the next, like, 24 hours kind of vibe, you know. And I'll be like, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna chug some monsters, and if you want to stay up with me and pretend like we're, you know, in our teenage years again for at least a night, then let's do that. And then we'll go watch the sunrise together. That'll be the convincing point right there. I'm gonna ask her, be like, hey, let's watch the sunrise together. Yeah, and we'll do that. When we were young. Yeah, that kind of thing. Hey, there's Ghoul Assassin. Let's go. Alright, so I don't think he has the dagger. It doesn't look like he's got the dagger, which may mean he has the mask. He could have the mask, but he'll drop either one. I think he has the mask on this one though, so we're gonna kill him. Gotta grab a builder type game like Animal Crossing. Actually, I did play quite a bit of Animal Crossing. My girlfriend plays quite a bit of Animal Crossing. She actually streams it too. If you look up Nerdy Duchess on Twitch or YouTube, oh geez, I died. Didn't even pay attention. Yeah, she plays Stardew Valley, or not Stardew Valley. God, getting all my games mixed up. She plays Animal Crossing. She's been doing the DLC where you like decorate homes and stuff. And she had to start playing it again because she lost her, like, she spent like 900 hours on an island on her first playthrough, and then she lost all that data when she upgraded her Switch. So I told her, hey, well, if you're gonna start a new island, like, why don't you stream it? Like, why don't you stream doing island stuff? And like, I bet you people would watch that. And then you can tell the story of how you had your 900-hour island completely vanish. You know, kind of thing. Is her profile picture Karlach? No, that is her cosplayed as a tiefling. That was us at Magfest, actually. Yeah, the picture. But yeah. If you're seeing a tiefling, yes, that is her. She streams typically it's Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We went all out with those tiefling cosplays. We absolutely did. Yeah, we painted ourselves red, and we painted the hotel room bathroom red, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Let's see, where am I? I need to do wizard. I need wizard nukes. Over. Yeah, here we go. Want to go to MagFest this year so I can meet all you guys and hang out? Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm probably not going to be rooming with Lucas this year, just because there's just some complications with rooming situation between like our needs and their needs, and it's like nothing against them. Yeah, it's just we need. I think it's gotten to the point with the amount of cosplay stuff that me and Nerdy Duchess do together. Like we just need more space to be able to like splay out like all of our stuff and be comfortable. So I'm hoping to get a room. um, it's always kind of like on a roulette, really. So when those tickets drop, which they should be dropping, if I remember correctly, fairly soon, in like the next month or two, then hopefully we can score one. If not, I may just preemptively book one just so I can be like, hey, I got a room, whatever, kind of thing. But yeah, we still intend to be there. Like we absolutely want to be there. Nerdy Duchess doesn't get to go on vacation a lot, and it's like been my life's goal the past year to be like, babe, let's go on a vacation where you actually enjoy yourself and like you don't have to worry about anything. And it's like always been like a delicate balancing act of like not her being stressed out, not her being like worried about the dogs and everything back at home and stuff, and like just making sure that she can have a good time. And it's a process, and we're slowly getting to a point where she can feel comfortable doing it. But yeah, that's been my goal. Let's see. The Green Ghost. Bummed you weren't able to go this past year. You just drive down because you can't afford them right now. Even harder on QA salary. Yeah. I had to save up every year for it. I really did. Yeah. You want to cosplay Ghost from COD? What's COD? Is it? I'm assuming that's COD is not Call of Duty, right? Already got some of his stuff. Holy Echo, sir. What is COD? I'm drawing blanks on this a little bit. Oh, it is Call of Duty. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with Ghost from Call of Duty, unfortunately. Which Call of Duty is that? Oh, did you accidentally like open up my window like twice or something and got like multiple echoes of me? Okay, Modern Warfare. Okay. I played Modern Warfare 2 online with friends. I don't think I ever played through any like storyline though. So if that's like a storyline character, yeah, that one I missed that one entirely. Oh, you tabbed over to Duchess's stream and then to check out her profile, and then my stream was going on her side. That's funny. All right, we need spells, right? That's what I'm here for. And all right, I've already bought the first like level 25 spells. So we will get the later spells, which are here. What can we do? Ice Class. Okay, so we have a bunch of teleportation spells. A lot of teleportation spells. These will be useful to get around a lot quicker. So let's go ahead and buy all of these. Okay, Ice Shock. What does this do? 410 to 539 damage. Not bad. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna read all these. Get them all unlocked. And then we could probably just buy out. Let's see. How much money do we have? We got a little bit of money. Let's just buy out all the rest of this stuff until like level 40 maybe. They get a lot of teleportation spells, so. Concussion. What is concussion? Interesting. Lightning shock. What's that do? It is a lightning spell with 500 damage. Alright, cool. Alright, so we got everything up to level 37, so that's good. Oh, we actually can sell too. Completely missed that. And Ghoul Assassin is still probably up unless somebody else went and killed him. Let's see. Alright. Alright. Got a good amount of spells. Head back on down. I'm gonna try and keep trying to push into that camp because I really do want that camp. Just to get that. It's the dagger I want more, but the mask is also just kind of cool to have. So if I can get both, I'm happy. Look at some of the spells that I got. Ice shock. That's what I need. Oh, nice. The whip. The whip has been fully upgraded. 825 with a life tap. Alright. That's kind of cool, actually. $825 with a life tap. So, if it has a decent life tap on it, we'll make use of it. We'll see how it works. What we really need to do is, I'm not going to care about the corpse now, getting down to Frenzied Ghoul at some point, and getting the Fine Silk Black Sash, so we have haste, because that is going to increase our damage significantly. Gave Duchess a follow. I wish it wasn't such a pain in the ass to set up your capture card. I have games on Switch I would love to stream. Yeah, capture cards can be kind of annoying. Realistically, like, the way that I did it and how I helped Duchess do it is you kind of just need to have, like, that permanent setup that allows you to just hot swap to it real quick, you know? Like, even I still struggle to, like, set mine up because I don't stream consoles as much anymore. I could, but, like, I haven't streamed consoles in a minute. I have, like, the capture devices and stuff where I typically only use it for when I'm doing my Extra Life streams in November. And that's when I'm doing, like, you know, charity raising, and I'm doing, like, you know, the 48-hour marathon streams and stuff like that. That way I can just, like, hot swap between, like, PC and console or whatever it is that I'm doing, and, you know, making things a little more seamless. But yeah, having it set up where it's, like, kind of like a permanent thing, you know, and it's just something you can just slap together real quick and hit the on button, more or less. Otherwise, yeah, I've always, like, struggled setting it up. Like, it always becomes, like, a hassle of, like, making sure the input is correctly capturing, you know, that the console isn't, like, doing, like, the anti, you know, what do they call it, HDRP or something. It's like rights protection. or whatever. It prevents you from like essentially video capturing anything that's like on like Netflix or something like that. $11 points of damage life tap. I'm not even sure if that's even worth it. Also, am I getting my backstabs off? I can't. Okay, there was a backstab. Okay, cool. Biggest issue is getting the game audio to come through. Yeah, that has always been an issue for me too. Like when I go to do my capture, typically what I'll end up doing is I'll hear the game, right? I'll hear the game on my TV, but like I like monitoring things in my headset, you know? And so if I can't monitor stuff in my headset, then it throws me off, and sometimes the audio is completely desynced from the actual video. And that becomes an issue too. And apparently the best way to do it is to just plug directly into the capture card through its audio device, you know, or something like that. But even that is like annoying sometimes because it still doesn't sync up correctly when you want it to. I completely forgot to memorize my Ice Shock spell, and I should start burning through some of this mana. There's some nice backstabs there. Nice. Level 35. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, I should swap these. I'm getting notifications that says the backstab is less effective due to unconventional weapon. So I need an actual like dagger, not a whip. Alright, so daggers should be main-handed entirely. I'm going to continue to be able to use backstabbing. I'm definitely going to need to like invest in the AA that prevents you from being interrupted while casting, because that is kind of what's keeping my damage output back right now, is that, because if I were able to cast like these AAs, or not the AAs, the AoE spells, I could be nuking down all of these, but because of because I keep getting interrupted while casting, then it just doesn't, I can't like melt everything down the way that I feel like I should be able to. So that's going to be like a high priority AA. That way I can dish out as much damage as I can. Oh, ice bones. Fun. Oh my god, they are melting me. This is the issue with not having gear. You get melted really quickly. Oh. Can I sneak in a kill? Alright, I feel like I can get through this, yeah. That was a close call right there. Extremely close call right there. I went under 10% like twice. Nice. Yeah. It's just that wizard spells cast very slow without a spell haste. So, like, I need attack haste, I need spell haste, and I need to be able to cast without breaking concentration. So it becomes a constant, you know, balancing act with this class, like, setup. But when I do dish out the damage, it's crazy. Like, you know, I get crazy, especially when twin casting starts becoming a thing. Like, twin casting is gonna be a huge one too, because like then I'll be able to like sit there and just like nuke for like, you know, high crits of like, you know, 7 or 8k, and then twin cast that, so then it's like technically like 16 to 20k or something like that, you know. Gotta run to get the kiddo. Their plane has landed. Have a good rest of your stream. All right, thank you so much. It's awesome to see you, Supernova. Hope to see you again. Don't be a stranger. Watch that. Yeah. Man, they hurt. It's just because they cast so many high level spells and just like no resistances whatsoever. Painful, absolutely painful. All right, I'm gonna probably. Oh no, I can't sell that now. Let's sell this. Empty out the inventory a little bit more. Oh, like 36, 37 stuff. Okay. I did get Elneric's Entombment of Ice. Where is that? Also, I should probably maybe start using some of this rune. Need to buy Jaspers, but the root. That's what it is. Five-second cast, jeez. Okay. Choo-pa-choo-pa-choo. Choo-pa-doo-pa-doo-pa-doo-boo. Well, I think I was doing better damage with this. So. Yeah, the life tab was cool, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be viable. I think the twin daggers are gonna be my best damage output for now. Yeah, I'm just attacking so much quicker. I'm getting better backstabs with the double daggers, too. The dogs are barking at somebody next door taking the trash out. You know, if I entomb one of those wizards and then drag the other two to the side, I might be able to take them out. But it also is risky play because if it doesn't land due to high resistances, then I'm just going to end up killing myself again. And that is not ideal, so... Wow, somebody's selling a Demilich skull cap for 225k. Pretty wild, not gonna lie. Also, I haven't put poison on my daggers in a minute, so I need to start getting into the act of making poison. Oh, somebody came through and got him. I'll grab my mask, thank you. Worth it for the death. Okay. So, we at least have a mask. It's actually much better than our other mask right now. So go ahead and put that on. And this is attuned, so can't sell it, so cool. Alright, well we got the dark elf mask, so that's fun. A little extra fun for us right now. So I'm trying to think. Maybe I should pay a visit to Crushbone again. I want to try and maybe get a Dragoon Dirk from Ambassador Divin. Or something. There's got to be something that I can equip that will give me a bit more of a damage spike. This Fine Steel Dagger is fine. The Pugius is fine. But they are basically keeping me behind a little bit. I mean, my armor is as well. I'm only getting a couple of decent drops every now and again. Like, this mask is good. That's good. And then on occasion, I've been getting just legendary drops, you know, like a legendary Legionnaire's Bracer, stuff like that. So there's definitely room for improvement here. I could, in theory, be going for ring mail, which might be the better option instead of the mesh. So just some things to think about as I continue. I definitely want to get a little bit tankier. I do not feel tanky enough So I'm gonna try and pay a visit to Crushbone again real quick. And I may even just open up a non-respawning. Yeah, I think that might be the go-to is just a non-respawning zone. That way I can get all the main guys to spawn and then just roll through and just get a couple of drops. Like I feel like I should be able to get or be able to equip the Dwarven Ringmail. I feel like that's a thing. If not, then whatever. But you know, that's one thing I can do. Potentially Warlord's Bracer if it drops. So I'm just gonna roll in, see what we can do. I'm not in any expedition right now. Fine, that's cool. We'll do like a little side getting stuff grind. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and start one. Yeah, there's somebody in here already, so we're just doing non-respawning. Roll on in and grab stuff from our friend Mr. Ambassador Divin and Emperor Crush. Assuming that they're up, which they should be. See an Oracle up. Lots of Centurions. Legionnaire, okay, so he didn't spawn in this instance. The Prophet is up. That's annoying. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. I wouldn't say it's a waste of a good... Yeah, it's. I mean, there's only so many names that spawn in Crushbone, so I also do not see a Warlord. Let me check. Oh no, Warlord is up, so he might be at his spawn point. Yep, there he is. Maybe we get a Warlord's Bracer. No Warlord's Bracer. That's disheartening. That's a little disheartening, but whatever. It's fine. Just quit the expedition. And then it'll probably kick me out soon if I don't make it to the zone line in time. But I'll check open world as well, real quick. Just to get a Dragoon Dirk would be awesome, just because I know Dragoon Dirk is a really good starter weapon. So I can only imagine what it does as a legendary. All right, looks like the tower is open still. Somebody's fighting their way up. Looks like somebody had fought their way up. Yep, yeah, looks like they're farming it. Okay, well, no skin off my back. I'm trying to think of other places that would have a decent dagger to drop. Trying to think. Look this up. Rogue Classic EQ dagger. Yeah, Rogue piercing weapon. Master Yale drops a Serpent's Tooth. That's a high level kill. Lady Vox, okay. Nagafin's Lair. Gold plated Kashagatana. Burning Rapier. Yeah, Burning Rapier is one, yeah. Actually not bad. 7 with delay 20. And it has backstab damage. How do you okay, let's look up the Burning Rapier quest. Burning Rapier. What do I need for this? Rogue Redemption. Be a rogue, go to Soul Row, find Lon the Redeemed. Get the sealed note. We have to go to Soul A and kill Clockwork stuff. Okay, this is a larger quest. It is a decent weapon, though. It is a decent weapon. Polished Steel Dirk. It's 823 from the Spectre in Kinos Catacombs. That's kind of good, actually. Serrated Bone Dirk, that's the one I'm going after right now. Gloomwater, Harpoons, Catch Keep. Ashenwood Short Spear. From Drelsna. Atar from South Row. Yeah, Dragoon Dirk, that was the one I was going for. Scout's Blade. Fang of the Wolf. Alright, so I think if I was going to do the Burning Rapier quest, that would be the best one, just because it has a nice damage proc on it. So there's that. I think if I do Polished Steel Dirk from Spectres in the Catacombs, that could work too. Let's look that up. Polished Steel Dirk. In theory, I could. They're only level like 30 something. In theory, I could. Let's go do that. Let's try that. So I need to go to Kinos. I need to go to the catacombs in Kinos. Let's see if we can get one to drop. That would be Antonica, North Kinos, yes. Ooh, I just realized this is gonna be kind of tricky, considering, yeah. Considering that I am evil and I'm also fairly low level. Do I have something close by? Northgate, Common Gate. I think Northgate is, whatchamacallit? That's the Northern Spires, Common Lands, Kazakh. Yeah, so I think my best option is to by lesser evacuate. And what I'll do is I'll go to Northern Plains of Karana, to the Nomad camp. Yep. And then what I need to do is run over here. We'll run to this side of the zone, and we'll cross over into Eastern Plains of Karana. Or not Eastern, Western Plains of Karana. And then we'll evac to the zone line of Kinos Hills. And go into Kinos Hills. And I think I might hit Blackburrow real quick, because I never grabbed the Blackburrow teleport point. So getting that will make things a little bit easier if I want to like ever come back to this side of Antonica. It makes this run a little bit easier, I should say. All right, West Corona, lesser evacuate. And we'll run down here. Cool. And then yeah, I'm gonna make a quick stop over to Blackborough and get the little exploration thing there. Way we can just make this run a little bit quicker if we never need to. And yeah, maybe we can get that that polished steel dirk because it's got great ratio on it. It's like a much higher ratio, and it also apparently has some backstab damage on it, so that's also good if it's specifically a rogue weapon. Let's look at the legendary version. If anybody's selling it. Oh, whoops. Doesn't look like anybody's selling it. Okay, well, yeah. Can't find the legendary version, so let's just attempt. And this could also be just like in general some decent EXP. Yep, there's Keno's Hills right here. So grab. Oh, maybe that's somebody else's portal. Maybe they ported in. I'm not sure. I didn't get a thing that said I recognize this location, so okay, we'll run in. I think the server is lagging just a little bit, so it's probably got to catch up with some stuff. Here we go. Yeah, okay, here we go. Place seems familiar. You're sure to remember it later. Okay, cool. Head back out. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I ran past the zone line just now. So that was kind of awkward. Alright. And now we'll just go to the catacombs. Yeah, doing specters in general. Could be sorry, my thoughts went blank. Doing specters in general might be worthwhile just to have EXP flowing in. These specters apparently are a little bit harder than the common specter. So. Could also just kind of kill guards out here if I really wanted to. Kill duelists? Oh, I was gonna say, what? Got these guys are in front of this. Alright. Head on down. And try to kill some specters. Rogues Guild. Navigate myself down there. It's like the Shadow Knight Guild area. Oh, this is the Paw of Apollo. Yeah, let's go ahead and just grab that. Even though I'm pretty sure Paw of Apollo is more for healer archetypes. I think it's a wisdom item if I'm not mistaken. But, you know, sure, why not? Sewer rats, large snake, thug leaders. And these are the specters. Okay, cool. So, I need to figure out how to get to... I know this is lower. How I can get to specters here. Get into there. Yeah, I gotta go back up. Bait Masterson. Sharks down here. I want to go Up, down through this, I think, yeah. And find our way back into that. Okay. Still in the wrong direction here. Go this way? Yeah, this way. Yeah. He doesn't care too much. He's like, whatever. Okay. Well, so long as he doesn't care if I'm killing specters, then we should be okay. Right? I'll let him pass by real quick. Maybe he won't care if I'm killing specters. No, he does not care. No, he does care. Alright. Not sure how long it's going to take for these to respawn, but this could be potential for a decent weapon. Alright. I think there are any other specters down here. Yep. I don't think there's any specters down here. So, let's see. One thing I can do, maybe I can bind myself here and then gate back here on occasion to see if I can get it to drop. So that's one thing we can do. So, see if I can do that. I'm pretty sure I should be able to do that. Yep. Cool. Do I already have gate memorized? Oh, I do. Huh, that's funny. Okay. Alright, let's think of other stuff we can get. I'm thinking of gear. We're gonna gear up a bit, I think, for the remainder of the stream. Just because it seems like it's becoming a little bit trickier as we get through the levels. We're just gonna need to get some actual gear. So I'll keep coming back here. This is gonna be a bit of a grind. I can keep trying for the serrated bone dirk as well, as we continue to grind. That would be the ideal weapon for now until we can get to, like, you know, doing like a thorn stinger or like a serpent's tooth from Master Yale, you know, or something like that. You know, Vex Thorn, you know, etc., etc. So, trying to think. Keep this open. Let's see, rogue gear. Trying to think. I'm going by P99 standards right now, so like anything that's pre-planar. Do jagged bands from whatchamacallit? Jagged band from the named in Unrest. There are a couple of pieces we could get from Lower Guck, obviously. Mithril BP, Brigandine Tunic, maybe? Ghoul Sentinel, yeah, okay. So, yeah. Lower Guck stuff. Yep. Kobold Priest drops Mithril BP. That's Nagafin's Lair, though, and Nagafin's Lair is... That's, like, closer to 40, so we could pay some visits there. Platinum Armband, Bone Plate, Bone Arm Plates, Mithril Van Braces. These are all Nagy's Lair type stuff. Black Silk Sash, Bloodstained Mantles, Silver Plated Leggings, Rocklock Yun Plate, yeah, Priest. So yeah, it's mostly... It's either Nagafin's Lair or Lower Guck, it seems like it's going to be right now. Dark Mail Gauntlets, Kedgemont Gauntlets, Dwarven Work Boots. Serrated Bone Dirk. Gloomwater Harpoon. Yep, alright, so yeah, it's going to be a bit of a struggle. So I'm going to go ahead. We'll just go back to Lower Guck. Just keep hitting content in Lower Guck until we can manage to push our way through with our just overall just having the damage and numbers to do it. It's going to be a continuous grind. And then we'll keep popping back to the catacombs and just see if we can, you know, get that polished steel dirk to drop, because that'll be good for damage. If I can combine that with the serrated bone dirk, then it'll be pretty solid. I'm just gonna stick to open world for now. Yeah, stick to open world. Continue grinding in here. So on and so forth. Quite a bit of people down here. Yeah, looks like somebody came through recently. Okay, maybe I could squat down here, or make a play for some of these other areas. Let's go all the way down. The font. Full Knight. Yeah, we'll just try and do as much grinding as we can. Nice. Level up saves us. Let's see. Anything else up right now? Ghoul Sage is up. Ghoul Sage pool would probably be it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, with 2 wizards. That's a little dangerous. I would hold off on that, but let's go knock this guy out right here. Got Frenzied Ghoul. Looks like they're open. Yeah. Go to Executioner Camp as well. EXE Camp's got some mobs up in it. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5. Let's see if we take out these 2 and that one. We could probably trigger killing sprees and get the others. Come on, damn it. And it's the damage output. I don't have it at this level. So still rather nasty. Okay, cool. Specters are back up. So we can ping pong back and forth between these 2 spots at this point. Yeah, if I get that other dagger, I'm pretty sure I'll be dealing a lot more damage because especially if it's an upgraded version. We want that dagger. That dagger is going to be crucial to pushing over the damage output edge. You know, got to just push the envelope a little bit further. And then just getting general gear is going to be awesome. Like if I start getting some of this drops from... I just get stunned. I feel like I just got stunned randomly. Oh, it's probably their Spectre life tap that's hitting me. That's doing like, feeling like I'm getting stunned. Alright. Be back when they pop again. Give that another like 10-15 minutes. Yeah, so alright, ping-ponging back and forth between those two spots seems to be good. You know, just to get that extra bit of EXP in if I end up dying. I can just go straight back into it real quick without needing to run back. Can always keep trying. Yeah, it looks like stuff's respawning, so I can keep trying for the ghoul assassin. And as I get more and more powerful, this will be a little bit easier going forward. It's just, yeah, I'm still slagging behind. It's honestly with like out haste, like I'm pretty much still playing at more or less the level that I would be playing at, you know, on live, minus like the small minimal AAs that are giving me like some damage boosts here and there. And like the double backstabs and stuff that are doing some kind of decent damage actually. My agility is low right now too because I'm carrying a bunch of crap. So I should make sure to sell that on the next run through Bazaar. Ooh, Ritualist is up. I'll probably dodge that. Kill these gargoyles though. I think the assassin might have the dagger. I don't see it in his hand, but well, it's hard to tell. Yeah, he's just hitting me. Yeah, I don't think he's got the dagger. Oh well. Probably another mass drop. It's fine. Ooh, a legendary. That's actually good, because then I'm getting heroic stats. So I'll absolutely take that legendary over this one. Cool. Now I get some heroic stats rolling in. Alright. Let's see. It was Ghoul Sentinel is one that I want to go for. The Brigandine. Savant there. Cavalier. I think Sentinel is like over here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sentinel is over there. Let's do Executioner again. Cool. Mary Duchess is on her way home. Which means I get to see my girlfriend soon. Yeah, it's 37, so we can do all of our spells now. I've been kind of like just not memorizing them because, yeah, don't really need to. It's mostly just teleport spells. Now we can do this though. Let's see. Sean's relocation. Yeah, concussion. Okay. Okay. So lightning shock. That's mostly portals. Portal spells. Take a look. Lightning shock. There's concussion. Attacks the mind of your target, causing them to forget some of the damage you have done to them. Oh, okay. It's kind of like a pseudo stun, I guess. Or maybe it's meant to reduce aggro, potentially. Alright, I should definitely go sell. So I'm gonna gate out, get the specters again, and then go sell. And then I'll probably call stream there just because girlfriend's gonna be home soon. I've already been on for like 2.5 hours. So cut back on some of the time between episodes. But we did knock out 6 levels, which is nice. I figured that some of these episodes are going to be a little more packed with just attempting to get gear and trying to push forward. So no pushing to 50 today, but maybe that'll be something we can do in one of our next episodes. All right, doesn't look like they're spawned yet, so go ahead and Bazaar for now. We'll sell. I'm gonna gate back after I'm done selling. Maybe they'll be back then, and then try to go from there. I think my agility is absolutely suffering from the amount of weight I'm holding in my bags right now. Just something we don't want. Honestly, we don't really need these. They're cool, but yeah, they're not doing anything for me at this point. These are clickies. I may do the Paul of Apollo quest. Let's look at that up real quick. Paul of Apollo. See if I can. Nobody's done it on the server yet. So let's look at the. I want to look at the items. It is wisdom, but it also has agility. Oh, it's cleric, shaman, druid though. Yeah, I probably don't need to do that. So I'm going to be smart about it. And I'm just going to toss that in the bank, in my shared bank, so that I can grab that on my other character if I ever attempt to do, like, some kind of healer hybrid type of character. Alright, let's go see if the specters have respawned. Hopefully they have. It's been about enough time for them to have done it. Yeah, it looks like they are starting to respawn. This guy stands for shields. Collector's Scythe. Collector's Scythe? Really? Okay. Don't think I've ever seen that. Is that a special item? Oh. 5th anniversary scavenger hunt. No way. Alright. Well, no polished steel dirk yet. Unfortunate. But them's be the dice rolls. But it's fine. We got plenty of time to play this character. We got plenty of episodes to rock and roll on him with, so go ahead and just sell the rest of this, and I'm gonna probably call stream. So next stream, we'll probably continue to grind quite a bit. Maybe if we grind enough, we'll end up in the hole. Oh wait, this guy's selling. Oh, this is like, this is like Kunark spells. I think when it comes to Kunark spells, I'm only gonna buy the spells that are on the vendors, and then I want to find the rest through killing and whatnot, because those spells are great to have. It feels like, you know, once you've gotten them, you're like, wow, I am so much more powerful. So I want to stick to the general rule set of not buying anything that's like player sold, even if it's on a vendor. Okay. All right. Yep, that'll probably be the end of my stream. I'm gonna go prepare for girlfriend to be home. She's been driving for 4 hours, so I need to make sure that she's gonna be comfy, and honestly, just want to end the stream early so that I can greet her and just love on her and all that good stuff that, you know, I should be doing as a boyfriend. So, if you've been watching, thank you so much for watching. I will probably get this episode up sometime in the near future. Since it's going to be shorter, I have less editing to do, and hopefully I can get it out much quicker. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. I will probably stream potentially tomorrow, and probably on like Monday to Wednesday or something like that, sometime throughout the week. I will try and get the episode out throughout the week, and I want to keep doing the SSF stuff, but other streams that I want to do is I want to do the Demi-Lich Skullcap quest on my main, as well as the Necromancer epic on my main, and then I still have the Bard epic video to do as well. So a couple of things on the horizon with my output there, but otherwise, yeah. All right, I'll catch y'all later. Thank you so much. Peace.